Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to BASF at K 2025. Welcome back aboard our plastics journey. This is our very last plastics dialogue for today. And of course, we have saved the best for last. I'm really happy that Victor Borras, he's a commercial director at Knauf Industries in Spain, is with us today. And Jesus Ocaña Corral from our EPS team. And a regular here in our live talks, actually. It's like how many times have you been here?
This is my third time.
Your third time. Okay, so you can come here. Okay. No, we keep it like it is. So very happy that you two are with me. We're going to talk about transport boxes for fish and seafood and about a sustainable story that the two companies have developed together. But first of all, Victor, tell us a little bit about Knauf Industries, what you are doing, and also how the cooperation started.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you very much for this invitation. I'm very pleased to be here to represent my company, and also thanks to Jesus who invited me here to explain this case study. Knauf Industries is a leading international company. We are transforming 50, 60 years ago EPS product in a very large range of products, not only in food, fish, building, industrial, automotive, HVAC. And so we are very proud of this material. This is one of our core. And now also we are transforming EPP, that's very similar. And also concerning the circularity, we push and we are very commitment with to put the sustainability and force, and with the help also of Jesus, to push also with the legal and the government to make some changes in Spain. And this is what is Knauf Industry. Also, we are very commitment with the reduce the weight on our planet, and it's thanks with these little bulbs that is filling of air. So thanks to the air, we reduce the weight of our planet, but also giving the application and the opportunity to substitute all the material with the same performances.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
Well, we have to thank you. Jesus, tell us a little bit more about the product.
Well, the product is called Styropor Ccycled. You already know that, probably know, that we have the product line Styropor P, which covers the packaging application. And this packaging application are from protection packaging for white goods, like refrigerators or washing machines, to transport boxes related to the cold chain. But on top of the standard portfolio, we launched several years ago the chemically recycled styropor. And what we are basically doing is just by using the mass balance approach, we are replacing the fossil-based raw material by pyrolysis oil from post-consumer plastic waste. In this way, we can give these kind of products a better sustainability profile. And this is important, or the main motivation for BASF to do it is, first of all, the use of alternative raw materials to the fossil-based one is one of the pillars of BASF to achieve the net zero. And the second one is the regulatory topic. As you probably know, for the plastic packaging, there are some ongoing regulations like the Plastic Packaging Waste Directives. And in this case, there are some recycled content targets for the packaging. We believe and we are convinced that the chemically recycled styropor can fulfill the requirements needed for this kind of product. On top of that, for sure, we as BASF are backward integrated. We want to continue using our assets in a very efficient and economic way, and the best way to do it is with the mass balance approach, which can be used for the chemically recycled EPS.
Yeah. Apart from, you mentioned the regulatory environment, the PPWR, but Victor, from a more market-oriented perspective, how much pull do you see for these more sustainable solutions?
So there are now in the market, there are 2 points, and especially in Spain, 5 years ago, our government pushed a new norm, okay, that obliged that all our customers start using recycling products.
Okay.
And on the other hand, was also the people, no, the people push also the company to use more sustainability products.
Yeah.
So the first problem that we found is that in the fish boxes, okay, in the food boxes, they are not. I'm speaking about 5 years ago. There are no other solution than chemical recycling material or raw material. So we offer to the market. Perhaps it's a little bit strong. We battle, okay, to push strongly this new material. Not easy because the perspective of the consumer concerning the quality, they don't think that really it's very important to transport fish product and food contact product, also with thermal performances, to use EPS, also for fish or tomatoes or broccoli. Honestly, today they are not an other material to transport if we balance quality and performance. So 5 years ago with Jesus, we start pushing in Spain or in our customer, and also we push legally with the public administration to push, and at least we obtain the result with the public administration that recognized that the chemical recycling was allowed. So now we have the example with this customer that pack screens inside, and the export they sell not only in Spain, they sell in Europe, and it's called Pesca Fácil. But also we are put with, thanks to this company, they help us to push in other new fish company that I hope in a few months you are going to work, because we are working hardly to introduce and to spread this new material in Spain in the fixed box market.
And if I may add something to your question, for sure it's important the customer acceptance. But here the main driver is the regulatory, but also the quality and hygiene requirements. Because if you are not fulfilling this, you will have big troubles, no? And this is why we believe that for this kind of applications, food contact application, ChemCycling is the better option.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm always amazed because I think this point been made often enough that this can reach the same level of quality. I mean, food contact is certainly something specific, but apart from that, I mean, this is something that we have been telling the outside world for years now, almost, right?
Yeah.
Still not often enough. That's why you're back.
Yeah. This is and for sure, no. This is with this kind of product, you have can compromise on quality,
exactly,
on hygiene, and for our partners are really important just to have the security that when they are processing the material, they will get a constant quality, and they can provide their customers the high hygiene.
They have exactly the same performances that the standard one. So the big advantage is, at least in Spain, because now it's going up in Europe, but in Spain not only it's very important quality, hygienic, and also that the boxes have exactly the same condition of performances than the standard one. That's work perfectly.
Yeah.
There are no difference. But also in the legal way, also our customer have a new advantage, at least in Spain. I hope in the future with trying pushing to the community European, recognize the chemical. Because now in Spain, this kind of product do not pay the plastic taxes. So this is also a very important point that we have not to forget it. And I hope in Europe we go ahead with this point, because it's 100% recycled.
Yeah. Jesus, more from a product, from a material perspective, is chemical recycling the pathway for the recyclability of EPS?
Well, we think that the EPS industry has to work with all the available technologies. We don't think that chem cycling is the solution for us, because this is not realistic. Mechanical recycling has a bright future. The polymerization can have a bright future, but also chemical recycling. What we advocate is that all the regulation, all the decision taken by regulator has to be technology neutral, because we think that just to achieve all the regulatory targets, you can not only work with one technology.
It's impossible.
Is this also, would you agree to that expectation, Victor?
Sorry, could you repeat?
To that expectation that the technology openness is really important for you in your markets?
It's basic.
Okay.
Honestly, we have to think that now Europe have really a problem with the recycling material, raw material, but also if we are speaking in the food sector, it's also more complicated, because we cannot mix whatever mechanical recycling to use in a fixed box or a food box. We needed something that guaranteed the hygienic of the product and food contact. And now, for us, chemical recycling is honestly the solution. So we have to go ahead with this technology. I know that there are other technology, but they really they are not enough in the market, and we have to push also our government to push this technology and to be available to everyone. Because if we want to push sustainability, why not the chemical one? This is our point of view.
Absolutely. I also always like to take a little look at the cooperation, at the partnership that you guys are having. You've been working together for quite some time now. What are you learning from each other? Jesus, maybe you want to start this time.
I think for me it's important to have a clear understanding what the partner needs, what their requirements, and just to define the path to achieve it. And it happened. No, we knew that one of the main applications for Knauf was the food contact application. And for sure, from the very beginning, we push for it. No?
Is it that easy?
No.
Yeah. No.
Sounds very easy. Just clear expectations, delivered, done.
If you permit me, okay, I can relate it how we start. Okay. Yeah. 5 years ago, I make a phone call to Jesus, because I was really pushing cycling technology. But we achieved that we have a problem in the legal point of view. And I phone him and we say, okay, Jesus, we have to collaborate to push together. So I phone also Plastic Europe, you remember, also the legal from BASF. And we go all together to explain what is the problem. Because when we start reading the norm, there are some incoherence. And we push directly to explain you are permitted mechanical recycling, you are focused in mechanical recycling. All the norm is focusing. Also, you speak chemical, but they are nothing. They do not speak anything in the norm. Now, where we push, now they recognize this chemical, and we can use it in Spain. We have the advantages that there are not taxes inside this kind of boxes and material.
But we don't always have the Spanish national team to do that.
Yeah.
Tiki-taka, yeah.
Exactly.
No, but what I wanted to add from an operative point of view, it was really, really easy, Partnership, 100%. I mean, with the complicated thing is what Victor mentioned, no? The regulatory topic, and it is. I wanted to remark this again. This is for the chemical industry the main hurdle right now. No? Technology is always a couple of steps ahead in comparison with the regulators, and this is creating a lot of problems to the industry. We have almost ready to use technology. We have the interest of the market, but as far as there are not clear rules for the acceptance of chemical recycling, we won't have this pull effect. And this is a basic reason. We know, you know that there is the SUP regulation, the single-use plastic regulation, where this is a technology-neutral regulation and chemical recycling is accepted. Since many years, the European Commission is working in an act to define the framework, the basic rules to the acceptance of recycled content for chemical recycling. This act has been postponed several years. And we know that it will be the blueprint for the acceptance of chemical recycling in the Plastic Packaging Waste Directive. And this is not happening. We need regulators taking decisions much faster than until now. And as Victor said, at least at national level, we did a great work because in Spain, chemical recycling is accepted for plastic tags, also in Italy. But what we need is a real and common understanding at the European level.
Yeah. We touched the topic of a stable regulatory framework a couple of times, also in other industries, in other talks here. We will not change the world today, but we can look ahead. 3 years from now, Jesus, you're going to be back at K 2028, yeah? What are we going to talk about? What's the world going to look like by then?
I expect that we really can offer our customers chemical recycled APS, but it is well established that everyone is playing with the same rules and all the technology is traded at the same level. No? This is for me.
Victor, you're also invited to come back in 2028. What are we going to talk about?
As Jesus.
Another application.
Yeah, another application.
more, just more. Yeah.
No, but I hope for the next time we explain that all regulatory barrier disappear, and I hope in 3 years in the future, politicians understand that we need the technology to achieve the goal that they pursue. And if you permit me, I have an open question. What we do with the color? In the food industry and in other sectors, we use color to identify a label. And now, everybody wants to have no color. But in the market, everything is with color. How we go to obtain this raw material to forget or pursue the goal of the politician? We needed several technologies to achieve this goal. And this is where I open this question to the European Commission, because only mechanical recycling technology is a help, but it's not enough.
Yeah. Fingers crossed that we meet again in 2028. Victor and Jesus are going to stay with us for some more minutes. So if you have any more questions, I have a wish for 2028. You can come back, but I would love to have some shrimps in those boxes. Yeah?
Okay, for the next time.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you all for attending our very last plastics dialogue for today. Have a good rest of the day. Cheers. Thank you.
BASF. We create chemistry.